So it's been about 2 weeks since we had our first track day with this car of the year. And as you guys saw in the last video, we went 1103, 1104, and 1105. Well, what we played with during that video was a few different things. The first thing you saw us play with was the shift points, which we found some dyno sheets from an exact motor, which I'll show you what we're gonna do with the shift points and why we changed what we did, and the air fuel ratio. I'll show you that here in a second. But the first thing that we noticed that was bad was that front right wheel, which was the factory wheel that the car came with, had a wobble to it, and it was causing some vibration on the top of the track. The steering wheel was kind of shaking like this in my hands. I mentioned it in the video briefly. So to fix that, bang, we got these, baby. We got matching fronts for the rear here. So it is on a Mickey Thompson 4.5 wide skinny front tire, only for the track, and it matches the rear, matching set, well drag lights again to match front to back. So this should get rid of the wobble problem in the front right, and it should also just reduce the amount of drag as this thing is spinning. It should reduce the resistance while going on the track, because these are only 4.5 wide and the factories are 8 wide. And to add to it, we got street tires put on the street wheels. So now for drag and drive, we have a set of street only wheels and tires and a set of drag only wheels and tires. So we got to change 4 wheels and tires at the track, but whatever, it's not that big of a deal. If it's what you got to do, it's what you got to do. So this is the dyno sheet from an almost exactly the same motor that my father has built in the past. You can see 511 horse at 5,500 RPM, 566 torque at 4,200. But what's more important about this is to look at the peak power that it made. As you can see here, this is 5,500 RPM. Look at the power made at 55. Then at 56, 57, and 58, it starts to run out of power and fall off. So we kept bumping the shift point down to try to make this shift by 5,800 RPM, just kind of guessing as to what the right RPM would be, and we were right. So we got to get this thing shifting by 5,800 RPM, which is what we did at the track, which is why you saw some positive benefits to that. Here at that 5,500 RPM mark, on the pole that made the most amount of power, it was at a 13.25 air fuel ratio, which is the one I'm pointing at there. So we do need to lean it out a little bit more. We gave it fuel and made it a 12.5 air fuel ratio, which it didn't like, and they put it back at 13.0. So we need to try out this 13.2 air fuel ratio next time we take the car out. Here's what it looks like, total package. Tell me what you think in the comments. You guys like the matching fronts on it? Oh yeah, I don't care what you think. It looks amazing. This is the track front wheel and tire. You can see you're looking at, well, right around 22-ish pounds with the new stuff, the big ass street wheel and tire with new tires on it. And you're looking at just about 38 pounds. So that's 16-pound difference per side. So 32-pound difference in the front in total. So we think we know why the air cleaner made the car faster. So if you look into our hood scoop here and look inside, as the car, now imagine we're going 118 miles per hour. Where do you think this airflow from the hood scoop is going? Right? You see how far down the carburetor actually is in that hood scoop? The air is escaping right over the top of it. So we're not actually catching, I have a rag over the throttle body right now, but we're not actually catching the air as it comes through. So we got to make a little funnel of some sort to capture this air out of the hood scoop and jam it into the throttle body. Well, already back on your Great Lakes Dragway to do testing. So the next upgrade that we're going to do is add weight to the car. Well, not intentionally, but it's going to add weight to the car. You'll see it in the next video. So we decided to come out here and test again and just see what it does. So we didn't get the material to make the funnel piece in the front, unfortunately, which would have helped with power. So we have the air cleaner on still. We're at 13.2 AFR in the tune. It's what we're aiming for, at least. A little bit leaner of a tune-up in it. It's a race car. It's a good burnout. And we have the new front wheels on. So the weight savings from the front wheels and tires with the tune change should be good enough. The weather's nice. The air is thin. It's cool. It should be able to do it. Hopefully, we can do it in a couple of tries and we can just go home. But we'll see. We're here. Let's run it. First pass. Let's go 10.
like it.
It left really soft. I don't know what happened. It might have spun a little. I'm honestly not too sure what happened there. We'll have to take a look around the car. It may have just spun the tires off the hit, but I mean, it felt slow off the hit, so not a great pass. We're gonna circle back around and take a look at it. 150 to the 60, 703 to the 8th, but 119 miles per hour. Still with 1110 with a 150, 60 and a 703. So the back half, this is the best the car's ever back half ever, but it felt like it spun, like bad. It felt like it turned left as soon as I let go of the button. Not a little bit of spin, like it felt like it spun.
Spun on your own gravel. All the gravel we didn't clean out came out from the tires.
Yep.
On the left-hand side, a whole lot of gravel.
Yep, that's probably my own fault, then, isn't it? 150, 60, our worst 60 ever. We've gone 146 on these tires. So, but look at the back half. Look at the second half of the track.
Still going 22 miles an hour, so it's got power.
I know. So you take out, I mean, what? It went 703, we've gone 698?
697.
697. So 697 plus that back half, we're going 1099 at 120.
Yeah, but all that gravel.
I know, we forgot.
Yeah.
Whoops.
But
Go ahead and double check it and just go right back up. We'll see it on the time slip if it does something different. Car's safe. That's all. I know. Water temp, cold. Oil pressure, high. Trans temp, cold. I mean, within range.
Right. No, that's the most.
Car's healthy. So.
How was any wobble in the front end?
It's still there.
A little bit.
Not as, but it's like.
Yeah.
You know, it's still seen in the camera. In this camera, now that doesn't fall over, it's still there.
Yeah.
It's still, yeah. Looked at the video off of Lola's phone. If you look really close, when you go slow, you see that stuff underneath the tire, and you see it start to spin and turn left. Right here, if you go kind of frame by frame, you can see it shooting stuff out. So, yeah, we had rocks in that pinch. We're gonna cut it out when we get home. You can see it. Look at this, laying rocks on the track. Yeah, not good. That's what slowed our 60 foot. So we're gonna get the rocks out and then go back. We'll cut the pinch out when we get home. Oh, wow. It literally grabbed the pinch and ripped it open.
Something did.
All right. We bend it by hand, or? I have to borrow a hammer from somebody and start beating on it. Oops.
Okay, that's janky.
It's broken. It's rusty ass metal. This is what it is.
Would you have a hammer or anything?
Trying to get in there with a breaker bar and just bend the thing back into place. This is such a pain in my ass. I got nothing else to leverage against this thing. All right, take two. Hopefully no spinning. Got that all fixed. Well, I don't think that was it. If that's not it, we're not doing it. faster second half of the track. 60 foot slowed down. I don't know. I'll have to watch your video you got to see what we're doing. I don't know what happened. I'll have to watch your video and see what it did on the off the line. Because if you look at the back half, this guy went at 1093 next to me, okay? 122 minus 98, so 24 mile an hour pickup. We picked up 23. So he picked up 24, we picked up 23. We're back half as fast as this guy going 1093. But look, he went 693 to the 8th mile. We only went 702. We gotta figure that out. Well, my dad thinks that putting the air pressure in the rear tires up to 18 PSI instead of 16, which is what we were running, is gonna get us a little bit of number in the 60 foot and maybe be the difference maker. So we're going up one last time, see if we can do it.
What's it say?
11.06.
Okay. That's positive. Mile an hour, 119. Strong up the back. So, something else to play with anyway. Good. Oh, good.
You know, the old man might have been cooking. I don't know if it was a 10, but it left hard. It hit me. It hit me that time, for sure. Definitely hit me hard. And I saw 125 on the speedo when I lifted, but I drove it out the back door. Don't tell my dad, though. Don't tell my dad. Let's get back right away. I'm gonna wait to see the time sub. I'm stoked. That felt like it could be it. That's the hardest the car's ever left. 100%. 100%. 1106. All right, we're selling the car. Who wants to buy a Conquest? 97 miles per hour to the half track. 149 to the 60 foot.
See, positive. The tire pressure was positive.
Yeah. No, it left really hard. It left hard.
Yeah.
It was the first time today where I let go of the button. I was like, oh shit. You know, I had to like, oh crap. You know, I gotta pull levers and stuff. I gotta pay attention.
119.3 and change, so it's boogieing on the other end, bro.
Mm-hmm. It's making a lot more power than it was before. We're at 18 pounds.
Yeah, 18.2 I put him at.
Okay, well, let's run 18 pounds next time, and let's put a 4,000 chip in it.
I think
Leave it hard. And I let go, and the whole time today it's been like, okay, we're going off the starting line. Let go of the button. I was like, oh fuck! You know, like it bang, like it just hit me. It like threw my head back when I let go. You can see it in the GoPro footage, I'm sure. And I let go of the button, it threw my head back, and I'm like, please be a 10, please be a 10, please be a 10. If we had the 148 60 foot from the last time we were here on our second fastest pass, that's a 10. It's a 10 every time. It's a 10 every time. Like the video or you're soft. Comment on the video if you're not soft. And if you're currently bricked, hit the sub button.
I couldn't see your finger at all.